Hello everyone and welcome to my review of Dark Receipt. And similar to my last review, it is an indie horror game created by Playstige Interactive. Here I'll be again going over the story, sound design, atmosphere, each main section of the game, and main mechanics, and overall if it's worth the price. Dark Receipt cost $3.49 USD. Let's see if it's worth it. Alright, let's start off with a brief overview of the story. This video contains spoilers, of course. So you are playing as a woman living a quiet life in a small town in Japan, and you do your basic morning routine, like eating breakfast and harvesting your vegetables. You head out to work and meet with your totally not drunk boss. He gives you your tasks for the day, and Usain Bolt's out of there, giving the warning of not opening the backroom door. And curiosity takes over, leading to getting caught by the main killer. He doesn't have a name, so I'll be calling him the Grocery Stalker. Haha. You are now trapped in his giant home along with other victims, and after escaping, your character moves to the city to start a new life. You get to your new job and start having hallucinations about the killer, finally getting it together and finishing your job and go back home. And your character reflects about playing too many horror games and will likely need to see a doctor. So yeah, the story is pretty simple, but more than serviceable, I guess. I like the whole character flipping out and seeing unnatural and surreal things, like the face in the bathroom or the final chase as a couple of good examples. Anyways, let's get to the main game now. The first section of the game, I like to call it the village, similar to the Echo, is a very basic do your task type thing. To start things off, you wake up, take a bath, eat, drink, cabbage, etc. But I want to talk a little bit about the actual village before moving on, because the map in and of itself is actually quite massive, which was one of the first things I noticed when playing, and was honestly impressed. It makes me sad this map was so underused, because all of these areas are just sitting here. Houses you can go into and interact with, this train, the forest. There are still places I haven't explored yet in this village, just because of how massive it is. I guess this is a good time to yap about the atmosphere. It's alright. I may be a sucker for retro style stuff, but it's actually done quite well considering the price, and the Japanese village and city are pretty fun to explore. The sound is alright. Later in the killer's house it gets a bit annoying, but it does what it intends to do at least. You finish your shift and get caught by the Grocery Stalker, and now you enter into the second main section of the game, the house. This is my personal favorite level of the game. The vibe is genuinely cool, and I love stalker type enemies. The house is decently well designed too. I wish the enemy AI was a bit smarter, like if you run from him and close a single door, he gives up. If he was able to open doors, or even just be a little bit faster to make him more of a threat, that would be great as well. But sadly, he is not. But for what it's worth, this is a Jack Baker-like stalker enemy from a $3 spooky game, so, you can't ask for too much. Anyways, the first key is located in the room right behind you, and the second being in the room right in front of you. Mr. Eddington once said, the best place to hide something is in plain sight. And that statement works here because it took me a while to get out of this house on my first playthrough. Following this path and avoiding the stalker will fetch you the third and final key, allowing us to make our sweet escape. We then enter the third and final section in the game 1 year later. Anyways, at our new job, we go back to the do your task type thing. There is a twist, however, with your character's sanity slowly draining. We get to see some spooky stuff, which admittedly makes this new job more interesting than the last, where you were just pretty much standing there for a solid 3 or 4 minutes. The last task is to replace this broken computer and enter the final chase of the game. This took me way too many tries on my first play, and there you go. It's not a great game by any means, but it's so close to at least being okay. The spookiness is, it's spooky. The vibe is okay, the level design is okay, the killer is cool, but it also has a lot of flaws. For starters, the game is super short. You can easily beat the game in like 7 minutes. It doesn't help how underutilized the map is. I know nothing about game design, but I feel like it would be pretty easy to add a few more things to do, especially in the village section of the game. Like, let me deliver a package to the train conductor. Let me get chased in the forest by the killer. There's so much they could have done, but didn't. And don't forget the glitches. I'm on PS4, and 2 of the trophies legit just don't work. I somehow managed to get one of the glitch trophies, and way later the other one. If you accidentally tap on the keys more than once, you will get 2 or more keys, which can either be used to cheese the best level in the game, or accidentally getting 4 keys and soft locking you. Other various bugs, like being able to walk out of bounds or putting all the boxes on one shelf, just give the game a really unrefined feel to it. And one more major problem is not being able to new games. I'm not kidding. Every time you want to play the game again, you have to delete your save data from the system storage, which is honestly kind of wild. All in all, though, it's okay. It's $3.50. It's way better than the Echo. But I don't know if I would recommend it per se. If it's on sale for like 99 cents, go for it. You know, if you're a sucker for spooky games, if you're a sucker for spooky games, this will not scare you. There is not a scary bone in this game, but it is a retro style spooky game. So if you can catch it on sale, you know, give it a shot. But that's about it. Anyways, thank you for listening to me yap about this really niche little game that I actually speedrun, by the way. Or used to. But anyways, have a good one.